Did you know Japan has over 90,000 people living past the age of 100? That's more centenarians per capita than any other country on Earth. Think about that for a moment. Entire villages where people in their 80s still cycle to the market, 90s still work in their gardens, and hundreds still rise before dawn to stretch under the rising sun. Now compare that to the United States, or much of the Western world, where billions are spent every year on gym memberships, supplements, and trendy fitness apps. We chase youth like a product we can buy, but despite all the technology, chronic disease, joint pain, and cognitive decline still hit most people hard after 50. So, what are the Japanese doing differently? What's keeping their bodies supple, their minds sharp, and their hearts calm even as the years stack up? It's not just sushi and green tea. It's not just good genes or clean air. It's something far simpler, something hidden in the rhythm of their everyday lives. When researchers from Harvard Medical School and Stanford University studied Japan's oldest citizens, some well into their hundreds, still walking, gardening, and laughing without medication, they discovered something completely unexpected. It wasn't about superfoods, miracle supplements, or strict diets. It wasn't about intense exercise, long gym sessions, or cutting calories. The secret was hiding in 6 simple daily movements, so subtle that Western doctors once dismissed them as too basic to matter, until brain scans, balance tests, and joint imaging told a very different story. You see, the Japanese have a way of honoring small rituals, gentle acts that seem ordinary, but build extraordinary strength over time. These 6 daily movements are part of their morning and evening routines, often practiced without even thinking. They take minutes, require no equipment, and yet they reshape how the body ages. Here's the kicker. One of these movements, when done for just 2 minutes a day, was linked to as much as a 7-year increase in lifespan. 7 years just by doing something that takes less time than brewing your coffee. Now, if you're over 50 and starting to feel stiffness in your knees, slower reflexes, or brain fog sneaking in, stay with me, because what I'm about to share might change how you see aging forever. This isn't about working harder, it's about working wiser. It's about moving the way your body was designed to move. When we think of fitness, we imagine sweat, heavy breathing, and exhaustion. But the Japanese approach is the opposite. Their secret lies in fluidity, moving the body with grace, not force. They focus on balance, posture, and alignment. Every motion nourishes their joints, improves blood flow, and strengthens the mind-body connection. The first daily movement begins as soon as they wake up. It's not a stretch, it's an awakening. Before stepping out of bed, many Japanese elders take a moment to flex their ankles, rotate their wrists, and gently twist their spines side to side. It wakes up the nervous system, stimulates circulation, and tells the body, the day has begun. Western medicine calls this neuromuscular activation. They just call it starting the morning right. The second movement is rooted in something ancient, the deep bow, or OG. While it's often seen as a gesture of respect, it's also a micro-exercise in posture and humility. Each bow strengthens the lower back, engages the core, and teaches balance. When practiced daily, it keeps the spine supple and the mind calm. Imagine bending forward with awareness, spine straight, breath deep, eyes soft. It's movement and meditation, all at once. The third movement comes from an age-old practice known as radio tea or radio exercise. Every morning at 6:30, across Japan, you can still hear the same cheerful piano tune broadcast nationwide. Children, office workers, and elders stand together in parks, courtyards, and living rooms, performing a short series of rhythmic motions, arm swings, gentle bends, side stretches, and shoulder rotations. The entire routine lasts less than 5 minutes, but it's powerful. It boosts blood flow, increases joint lubrication, and improves balance. The beauty is in its simplicity movements that everyone can do every day. The fourth movement hides in something almost everyone in Japan still does daily, sitting on the floor. Unlike in the West, where chairs dominate life, many Japanese meals, tea ceremonies, and relaxation times happen seated on tatami mats. Getting up and down from the floor is itself a form of functional fitness. It builds hip flexibility, knee strength, and balance control. Studies now show that people who can easily get up from the floor without using their hands have a significantly lower risk of mortality. The Japanese never stopped doing this, and their bodies never forgot how. The fifth movement comes from a quiet daily ritual called kancha, no ho hoemi, the smile of gratitude. It might sound poetic, but it's physical too. They combine slow breathing with a gentle opening of the arms, expanding the chest as they inhale deeply through the nose, then bringing the hands together in front of the heart while exhaling. This motion stretches the lungs, opens the diaphragm, and lowers stress hormones like cortisol. It's a simple act of presence, yet it transforms blood pressure, immune response, and emotional health. And the sixth, it's something you might never have guessed. Walking after meals, not fast, not intense, just a 10-minute stroll. In Japan, you'll see elders wandering through parks or along quiet streets right after lunch or dinner. This simple habit helps stabilize blood sugar, reduce inflammation, and aid digestion. It's now proven by science a slow walk after eating can cut the risk of heart disease, diabetes, and obesity dramatically. But for them, it's not a health trick, it's a lifestyle. Put these six together, and what do you get? A blueprint for aging gracefully without needing a gym, supplements, or expensive routines. You get mobility, circulation, balance, calmness, and connection. The 5 pillars of long life. Modern science is finally catching up. Brain scans of elders who practice these habits show stronger neural connectivity, especially in regions tied to memory and movement. Balance tests show fewer falls and greater reaction speed. Muscle scans reveal more even tone across the body, meaning less stiffness and more energy. So what's really happening here? It's not magic. It's micro-movement, a philosophy that says every small action counts. The Japanese don't separate health from life. Every bow, every step, every breath becomes part of their wellness. They don't think exercise, they think motion. Contrast that with Western culture, where movement is something you schedule, dread, and often skip. Sitting dominates our lives at desks, in cars, in front of screens. Even our leisure is motionless. The result? Tight hips, weak cores, stiff spines, and foggy brains. We treat fitness as punishment instead of pleasure. But imagine shifting your mindset. What if health wasn't a chore, but a rhythm? What if the path to longevity wasn't in the gym, but in how you move through your day? You'd wake up and stretch softly, walk with intention, breathe deeply, and use your body the way it was meant to be used. That's the Japanese way. Even their meals reflect movement. Sitting on the floor means mindful eating. They eat slowly, with chopsticks, allowing time for digestion. Their dishes are colorful, balanced, and portioned naturally small. Meals are followed by conversation or a light walk, not screen time. These habits work together like gears in a well-oiled machine, keeping both body and mind youthful. And let's not forget community. In Japan, aging isn't feared, it's respected. Elders aren't isolated, they're celebrated. They walk together, garden together, practice morning stretches side by side. This sense of belonging reduces stress, strengthens the heart, and keeps the brain active. Loneliness kills faster than disease, but in Japan, togetherness heals. The Okinawans, famous for their longevity, have a word. It means a reason for being. For many centenarians, that reason is as simple as tending a garden, cooking for a neighbor, or watching grandchildren grow. Movement gives purpose, and purpose gives movement. It's a circle. One feeds the other. So when Western scientists tried to isolate one secret, they missed the point. It's not one thing, it's everything, working in harmony. The food, the friendships, the gratitude, the daily motion all blend into a lifestyle that celebrates life. Instead of fighting aging. Think about it. We chase youth with chemicals, surgeries, and supplements. But the Japanese preserve it with grace, slowness, and joy. Their secret isn't hidden in a bottle, it's hidden in the way they bow, breathe, and move. Now before you think it's too late to start, here's something inspiring. Even people who begin these habits later in life show remarkable improvements within weeks. 2 minutes of morning stretches, a mindful bow, 5 minutes of radio so sitting on the floor once a day, deep breathing with gratitude, and a post-meal walk. That's it. No gym, no gear, no excuse. Start small. Wake up tomorrow, roll your wrists, stretch your ankles, twist your spine gently. Feel the blood move. When you meet someone, try a slow bow, even just as a gesture to yourself. After your next meal, take a slow 10-minute walk. Feel your body come alive again. Over time, these micro-movements build your joints loosen, your breathing deepens, your digestion improves, and your mind clears. You'll start to feel something subtle, a lightness, a calm energy, a sense that your body and mind are finally working together, instead of against each other. And that's when you'll understand what Japan has known for centuries.